All right, time for a quick update. Just what I'm up to and what I'm doing. Oh, always the hair. So, Matt Hranek, who is a photographer, I guess, and does a lot of travel stuff. He did a show in Esquire a while ago. Has been doing a blog for a very long time called the William Brown Project. And it's really good, although it's not all that frequently updated. And recently, I saw on Instagram that he had made his own magazine. It looks kind of like this. This is his magazine. And it is, scroll down, it's totally lovely. It's selling at newsstands. You can subscribe to it and all the rest. It's a lovely thing. And I thought, that's an interesting idea. So I put together a bunch of my own stuff. Well, not really my own stuff. I put together a collection of things that I like and made my 2019 inspiration book for myself. So instead of having a mood wall or a bulletin board, I mean, I have a bulletin board. It's over there, I suppose. But instead of all that, I thought I could just put it in one magazine. So I laid out this thing. It's got end pages, it's got samples, it's got charts, it's got photographs, it's got a teeny bit of writing, but almost all of this is visual reference. And the idea here was just to put all of my visual reference that I want sort of at my fingertips to remind myself of things that I want to work on or want to do all in one place. Laid it all out, had it printed. This happens to be in magazine format, and ta-da! Now, I should hasten to add, almost none of the photography in here is my own. A little bit, but not very much. But this is not for sale, and this is only for my own use. So it really is. This is like a personal reference book. So I got it printed. I have I think 2 copies of it, and it is totally lovely. The quality came out better than I could have hoped. It looks great. It's fun to sit with, and it's nice, and all of that. So much so that I'm working on a longer term one. This is a 2019, early 2019 version of this, but the next thing I'm going to work on is actually an expanded, sort of like timeless reference version of it. And I'm laying that one out as a paperback book in a trade paperback size. That's 8 inches tall by 5 inches wide. So it's something I can sort of chuck in a bag and carry around with me. It'll be full color photography, it'll have some writing, it'll have reference charts, all that. Again, none of it for sale. This is only for my own use, but it's an interesting idea for you guys to think about if you're looking for a way to carry around inspiration, if you're sick of cutting out slips of paper and sticking them in notebooks and all that sort of business. Anyway, so that happened. I also just got in my copy of Hideki number 3. Great shipping on this. I ordered it and it came in maybe 24 hours after that, maybe 30 hours. It was like immediately shipped. And this thing, if you've not seen it, this is Hideki's in-house magazine. Hideki is a watch webpage. This is volume 3. I don't have the other ones. I may yet pick those up. I want to point out this thing is a substantial thing. I saw the shipping weight was at like 3 pounds, and they were not kidding. Very little in the way of advertisement in it. It's got some, but not overbearing. Great photography, some lovely writing, some lovely people in it, some lovely breakdowns. I mean, obviously all watch related, but an interesting thing as well, if you're into that sort of thing. And I gotta say, this thing is, it's massive. It is, let's see here. Does it even have a page number? It doesn't look like it even does. It's just, oh yeah, it's 160 something pages long. This thing is, it's fantastic. I went through it last night. It's totally lovely. So along that same sort of like magazine reference book sort of thing, that'll be on my reference shelf for sure. Next thing, just for, again, these are random updates. These are little containers that IKEA is selling now. That is a cork bottom. It is a glass top, what for putting things in. And this looks absolutely delightful for keeping anything under glass that you want to be able to display without getting dust on it, as a lovely little thing. They're inexpensive for a 2-pack. They come in a 2-pack like this. They have, I think, a few other sizes as well. They've been doing some interesting work over there with bell jars as well. So if you're into having the ability to display intricate, fragile things without exposing them to dust and air and all the like. These are nice, affordable, easy to get little things that seem to do that pretty well. And then the last thing I was going to show you guys for an update is I needed to relabel my my luggage. So I carry this guy as a roll-on. This is a Pelican Case. In case you're into it, it's an IM 2500 Storm Series in bright yellow, because know what else no one has getting off the plane at baggage claim is a bright yellow hard case. And I had some stickers on it before. I've added a Fragile sticker here. This one, which I keep around as well, as a sort of a reminder. My daughter drew this when she was about 3, I think. But I just redid my name on it up here with a drop shadow. I had seen some reference pictures from some vintage Goyard travel trunks, and the lettering on those has some wonderful two-tone drop shadowing done. So I wanted to sort of replicate that on here. I think it came out really well. Yeah, I know it's like 1/8 of an inch off to that side, but no, I'm not going to peel the whole thing and recut it, and yeah, I'm not close enough. It's going to be on, it's on something that gets banged around by airplanes. And that came out so well that I had this other Pelican case, which is this guy. This is sort of my big case for shipping big stuff. But I did this nice, this was sort of like, the idea for this one came from the sort of side of race cars with that sort of like that nice big round sticker that they do to it. Again, drop shadow off that, and then the number down here, which is drop shadowed as well. And that came off, this is why having these visual references is so important for me. The idea of that gold and that burgundy there actually came from a reference photo that I've been working on some lettering testing over here with that color combination and that number. So it sort of I'd seen a photo, and then it had gone to this test, and then it had gone to this test, and then I cut the thing entirely out of vinyl. But yeah, that's sort of what I've been up to. That's my quick update. And stick around and there'll be more.